Hey there! Welcome back to Water's Path, where we explore how to master your thoughts, your words, and your actions so you can live a more intentional life. Today, we're going to talk about something that quietly controls your mindset, something deeper than your affirmations, deeper than your habits. It's called your sponsoring thought, the thought behind the thought. And once you learn how to identify and shift it, you'll unlock a whole new level of inner power. Let's start with this. Have you ever told yourself something like, I can't stay consistent with my goals. I always mess things up. No matter how hard I try, I fall back into old patterns. You may think those are your core beliefs, but really they're surface thoughts. Beneath them is a sponsoring thought, a deep-rooted belief that fuels the rest. It's the quiet narrator behind the scenes, shaping how you interpret your life. You're not just thinking, I can't lose weight. You're often believing, I'm not capable of change. Your sponsoring thought is the root. Your mindset is the tree. If the root is tangled in doubt, fear, or shame, no matter how often you trim the branches, the tree will keep growing in the same direction. So, why does this matter? Because mindset isn't just about what you think, it's about what you believe. If your sponsoring thought is built on fear, no amount of surface level positivity will stick. It's like painting over mold. It might look better for a while, but the root issue is still growing underneath. But when you shift your sponsoring thought, you shift your identity, your energy, your decisions, and eventually your life. Let me give you an example. Let's say the thought you always come back to is, I don't have the discipline to stick to a weight loss plan. You might try to combat it with motivation or willpower, but it never lasts. Why? Because the sponsoring thought might actually be, I'm not consistent, or I always fail at this. That's the root. That's what's quietly running the show. So instead of forcing discipline, you shift the belief. Let's go deeper into the heart of this work. How to actually identify and shift your sponsoring thought. Start by paying attention to the moments when your energy drops. When do you feel small, defeated, or anxious? Is there a thought that always seems to show up during those times? For example, maybe you start a new goal and almost immediately your mind whispers, you never follow through. That's a clue. That surface level thought is connected to a deeper belief, your sponsoring thought. Ask reflective questions. Pause for a mindful moment and ask, what belief is fueling this thought? Where did I learn this? If this belief had a voice, what would it be saying about me? What am I assuming about myself in this moment? You're peeling back the layers, like a gentle excavation of your inner truth. Ask yourself, where did I first feel this way? Was there a moment, a voice, or an experience that planted this idea in me? Often these thoughts don't even belong to us. They're echoes from childhood, school, toxic relationships, or societal pressure. When you realize, oh, this isn't even mine, it starts to loosen its grip. Next, you want to challenge the thought. Ask, is this actually true? Do I have proof this is always the case? What's a more empowering way to see this? Now, you want to create a new sponsoring thought. This is the most important part. Choose a new belief that is truthful, empowering, and feels like a stretch but not a lie. Some examples: I am safe to try again. I trust myself to grow into this. I'm not behind. I'm building momentum in my own time. This new thought becomes your anchor, a root you can grow your mindset from. Your life reflects not just the thoughts you think, but the thoughts you believe to be true. That's why changing your sponsoring thought is so powerful. You are not your patterns. You are not your past. You are the architect of a new reality, starting with what you believe at the root, because that is where true mindset transformation begins. If this message spoke to you, let me know in the comments. What's one sponsoring thought you're ready to shift? And if you want support with reframing your inner dialogue, I've created a beautiful tool just for you, the Mindset Reset Toolkit. Download it below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a reminder that they are more than their thoughts. They are the author of a new story. See you in the next video.